Alright viewers, welcome to the TCS tutorial in the La-7. Today we're learning how to start up. So first let's leave the canopy open until we get to the runway on the beautiful Mariana's map. Now what I would recommend is, so if you look at our pneumatic pressure, we've basically emptied pneumatics. So we'll actually go and close the start air valve. Now, you do this because the brakes on your aircraft also rely on your pneumatic air supply the engine uses, so always make sure to close it and check you have enough air pressure in this gauge here. Since we have emptied ours, what we will do is we'll request air power from the ground, or request air supply, ground air supply, connect, and we'll actually see a bottle of compressed gas about here. There you go, there's the bottle. We'll ask them to apply it. And that should shoot right up to about 150. There you go, so we have enough compressed gas now for taxi, takeoff, and landing too. Now we'll disconnect the bottle. Okay, the engine is warmed up. The oil looks warmed up too. So what we'll do now is we'll take off the wheel chocks and start taxiing. We'll also turn on some switches down here, so we'll turn on the nav lights, radio, we'll leave that off, turn that on, and the headlight. Okay, nope, be careful, stay on the brakes. Obviously don't do what I used to do, just kind of go heads down. So you want to be taxiing at 700 RPM, the RPM gauge is down here. This is really quite a small plane, so and it has a massive engine, so you really don't need much to get taxiing at all. While you're taxiing, leave all the cooling flaps closed, because we're at such a low engine setting, it risks cooling down too much on taxi. Ah, the runway's back there, silly me. Okay, I'm going to open the cowl flaps because we are getting a bit hot in here, so I'm going to open up. Now you can see, just taxiing, we've already used over a third of the air supply, which is fine. However, that's why it's important to top up after you start the plane. It's always a good idea. There. Honestly, it's not a bad idea to just start on the bottled gas if you have to. Obviously, if you're scrambling, then better to get up in the air quicker. But if you're just kind of doing a leisurely start, then there's no reason you can't use ground gas to start most of the time. Okay, finally made it to the runway. Let's come to a stop, and we'll line up the runway. I'm gonna cut throttle, get us lined up. This should be good. Okay, here we go. Final checks. Cowl flaps are open. Engine temp is good. We'll open the oil flaps a bit, just so it doesn't overheat. Okay, we'll now begin to gently throttle up. We'll close canopy 2. Okay, that was left control C. Let's throttle up now. You don't need flaps to take off unless you're really heavy with bombs, I guess, and full fuel. But no, in this configuration we're fine to just take off without flaps. I'll gently apply power. Back wheels off the ground, gently pull up. Okay, wheels up. Let's retract. Now, 2 red lights will appear. It's important we lower the gear back to neutral to avoid damage to the pneumatics. We'll climb at about 2,500 RPM up to 1,000 meters, and we can kind of level out a little bit as we climb more gradually. So that gauge left the compass. That is the altimeter, I believe. So we're about to pass 800 meters. And my cowl flaps now open all the way. We are getting quite hot in the engine, so best open the cowl flaps now before any issues arise from that. Bringing back the engine to 2,000 RPM. Trim out the nose and the rudder. There's no aileron trim, but you don't really need aileron trim, honestly. Just there's not too much torque on the engine, honestly. I'm not sure if this is a flight model issue that'll get resolved, or if this is actually accurate to the real La-7. But you know, it handles really easily, honestly. It's a really nice plane to fly. Uh, no, obviously, the Corsair is also a great plane to fly, but it is a big handful, that plane. It is a massive handful compared to this. Like, it is night and day. And of course, both planes are nice. I am not trying to insult the Corsair in any way. This is just very nice to fly. So with that, that'll be it for today's video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Patreon, TikTok, and YouTube. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Dark31 signing off.